Snake Man here with a black snake. Anyone who doesn't like these things is a guaranteed racist. Take the lid off the cage. Here we go. Hello, snake. Woody woody. Stroking. I can in fact hold him, as you can see. Free handling. Not interested in biting me at all. See that? He could latch onto my arm at the drop of that if he wants. If he doesn't. Now, what I do, you're going to see a radical change in the personality of this animal. Food. Watch. Food. 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 Here. Watch. You ready? Look. Food. Food. Watch. Bang. Right, see that? Didn't want to bite me. Bit the food. Now, elapids are very intelligent when it comes to food. I personally think they're usually, with qualifications here, smarter than pythons, because they do tend to be able to differentiate between human and food somewhat better. Anyway, that guy's woofing into the food. As you can see, he is in immaculate condition. He's huffing and puffing a bit. And you can see the cage is bone dry. They live in a humid environment in the wild. And these snakes do have shedding troubles because of the way I keep them. Have to chuck them in a water bowl occasionally, and he'll probably eat it back to front, that's alright. Chuck them in a water bowl occasionally, not in a water bowl, in a tub of water when they're due to shed, or just after they've shed and haven't done it properly, so that they shed and get all the skin off. But we find that the dry cages are better because there's less risk of disease and bacteria and all those other troubles for the other 11 weeks of the shedding cycle. So it's not a problem. So I say, yeah, black snakes probably half the time don't shed in one piece, and I have to give them a bath, but that's fine. They get over it, and they live for a long time. This guy, his age is about 11-year-old, so you can see he looks quite good. Actually, I think he's a very nice snake, but he's starting to show signs of age. I mean, black snakes traditionally look good. They look better in the video than they do in the flesh, but his back's got a bit of a ridge on it now, and he's starting to look his age, so that's where it's at. But he's probably got another 5 years in him yet, I reckon. He could go another good 5 years before he gets very old. The black snakes tend to live a long time. They're good snake. As you can see, he's getting it down, and you can see there's no impediment on his feeding and behaviour. This guy was devenomized way back in end of 2003, early 2004, and as you can see, he's in immaculate condition and has been ever since. And we're now videotaping this at the end of 2012, almost into 2013, and you can see his health is absolutely perfect. Of course, I don't think he's actually ever had anything wrong with him. I'm just racking my brain. Some of our snakes do get sick and we have to fix them at different times. This guy, I don't think he's ever had anything wrong with him. But the good thing is, being devenomized, we can look at them very, very closely, of course. And of course, mentioning the shedding problems I had before, when they are devenomized, it's quite easy just to grab them and peel the skin off. So, I mean, you can do a lot more with the snakes. They're much better off. They're quite happy being handled, free handled as a rule. Well, always free handle. This guy hasn't seen a stick. It's been handled pretty much daily ever since, because we use him for our shows. And he's eating tonight, and he'll be. Today is a Monday, and he's actually got 2 days off now. He won't be handled for 2 days, but Thursday's back in business. He may not be, actually, because we've got a lot of black snakes, and we don't have a huge amount of work on Thursday, so it might be spared till the weekend. But generally speaking, most days they work. And when they eat, they get time off, but the rest of the time they're eating and shitting and sleeping, and on rare occasions they have to do shows with food in their stomach. They have a reasonably tough stomach, these guys. I won't say cast iron, they're not as good as pythons, but of the elapids, the red-bellies are not bad. Yeah, he works very hard. Not as hard as the pythons, I might add, because these guys only get handled by us. So they come out for a few minutes, get a show, get moved around. People, get to see them, and then we put them away, whereas the pythons will often get handled for hours on end. And the amazing thing is, they take it in their stride. It's quite amazing. When we started doing reptile shows many years ago, we thought they wouldn't be able to tolerate more than a few minutes handling before getting tired, worn out, snappy, or whatever. But it transpired they could tolerate handling for hours, sometimes for an entire day without a break. It was absolutely amazing. They'd come home a bit worn out, but they'd recharge overnight. And a bit like going to the gym for a workout, you're a bit worn out after the workout, but it certainly does your health no harm. And the snakes, our snakes tend to look more pumped than other ones. They're definitely more healthy. As you see, he's got the rodent down back to front, not the preferred sort of position. But you might have seen there was a video of a brown snake eating we made shortly before this, and the brown snake also had trouble getting the food down because he got it at a bad angle, even though he got it front on. Both these snakes males, and as you can see, the timeline to eat was both in the vicinity of just over 5 minutes. Now this guy would quite happily eat another one, and as I said with the brown snake video, I've got to watch what they eat, because these things will eat themselves to morbid obesity if you give them a chance. And it's not really the best position to do a snake. A snake should be pretty much hungry all the time, so you haven't overfed it. In captivity, where there's not quite as much exercise as they should have, except when we're handling them, of course, you've got to be particularly mindful not to have them morbidly obese. As you can see, he's getting it down, and the more it goes down, the faster it tends to go down eating. He's got a pair of limbs, the front legs, I think there must be the front limbs. This is actually a bit of a tricky because they've got their teeth point up. He's got a terrible angle. I mean, they get it down, that's fine, but it's actually the worst possible angle because the teeth are rubbing into the spinal cord virtually. But he's down, it's not overly sized. And as you can see, he's ready to eat more food. It's, I think the whole, because there's no tail involved, was there? So the head has breached it, and now it's just a matter of moving forward, a few muscle contractions, and as you can see, there it goes. You can actually see the bulge. It's already quite a way down. Oh shit, and he's going to come and eat me. And he's realised there's food. Anyway, you can see that redness on the snout, because when he shed his skin, I've got to move away because he's going to kill me. And that's what happens when you got a red-bellied black snake chasing around the room for food. And of course the only thing that stopped him there was his balance. Doesn't have quite the balance of, say, a scrap python, which he'll probably walk over here and start eating the tails. I'll just leave it for a minute and you'll see he will probably turn and eat the tails. They're blind as a bat, so if I stay reasonably still he will ignore me, and then he's just sniffing around and he's found tails, and now watch, there he goes, starts eating them like just bits of crap. You see, there he goes, he's eating all the, not tails, their arms and legs, but as you can see, not eat anything. These guys will eat bits of snakes, salmon and all sorts of things. So what I'm basically trying to tell you is black snakes are very, very good snakes. Here, eat some more. Eat more. Watch. You just shove them out of the bowl. You can put the bowl in there. You'd eat the whole bloody lot. There he goes. He's eating the bowl now. He's a bit stupid, isn't he? See, absolutely dumbass. Anyway, I don't really want him to eat those arms and legs, because one, as I said, he is overfed. He doesn't need any more food. And there you go. I'll let him eat one more for the video. I probably eat the side of the plate. So stupid. Right, anyway, to his breakfast, he's just going to try to eat the side of it because he can smell the smell. There you go, look, he's trying to eat a plate. Okay, what is the natural diet of red-bellied black snakes? Plates. You've seen it on the video. And if I actually just pluck one of these, stop eating, no, he's eating a plate. What a dumb snake here, eat this. There you go, they do actually eat real food too occasionally. If I put my hand in there, he'd eat it. Mate, I've got to tell you, when they bite, they hurt, they've got massive great fangs. Anyway, I'm going to put him away now, so I'll just lift him up with my hand, place him in the cage, and then put the lid on there, and I'll say goodbye for now from the Snake Man.